Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say what poppin', pastor. Say let's get these 30 minutes of fire. Say I hit that like on the way in. Say hump day from California. The ATL College Park is up in here. Shout out to Alpha King K all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. Shot Town is in the building. Say yes sir. Say I'm on that list. Say what? Oh wait. Say I'm on that list. What's Willie the GOAT? Man, you got this ish in the bag. Say hashtag Matt work. Damn it, I'm at work. Hashtag from your from my fan. I'm trying to read this shit. That it is. I appreciate that right there, man. That's what's up. Say salute, Unc and chat. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Say I hit the like button on the way here. Unc Vegas is in the building. Say what's good all the way from B-More. That's Baltimore for those of you who may not know. I hear. Say I caught the midday news at work. Good morning, Sugar from Illinois. Remember, do not get caught. Do not get your first verbal warning for watching the play out here because you can go down the rabbit hole and lose your goddamn job. We don't want to do that right there. Detroit is here. Live thumbs up 100 at 5. Say the 313 is in the house. Say hello, beautiful chat. Alexander City, Alabama is in the building. Say hey, Pastor, shout outs to Pastor all here for this fight. That's what's up. The 804 Virginia's in the building. Say California say knows how to party. Yes, y'all do. Say Willie what it do. Let's get it. I say everybody say Willie, it's that midday fight. The 202 is checking in and the midday service has started. Say I got my verbal warning. Oh Jesus. But still watching it. Hit that right there like, but listen, sometimes we take chances. Sometimes we take chances for the things that we really want to do out here and here out there in the street. Shout out to New Jersey's in the building. Say the 419 Toledo, Ohio is at work watching and liking. Good afternoon, Pastor. Good afternoon to you too. The 505 is checking in. Say just cash my check. Hold up. That paper done fell through. Say that, damn it. Oh, Jesus, I am way behind. Hold up. The 334 to go Monkey Town is in the building. You say, hey, Willie the 801 Salt Lake City, Utah, back in the month for 30 minutes of 5 and watch 23:6 and your 9 afternoon. All Suffolk County, New York is here. Love you. Say, hey, Big Willie, what it do? How y'all living? You say, I am here for my 30 minutes of 5. I appreciate all y'all for joining me. Listen, the 256 is in the building. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Subscribe. Like I said, be saying around here in the street. I appreciate y'all for joining. Alabama's in this motherfucker. Say Louisiana's in the house. Say I'm ready for 30 minutes of 5. His auntie's ready. Smoking my blunt. Get your essential products in. Do not be ashamed. Do exactly what y'all need to do. And shout out to everybody that's in New Jersey that can smoke. Shout out to law enforcement who can smoke. In case you don't know, that's a new law. Go ahead on and do exactly what you want to do, but just not on duty. Hold on. We got a few things. We got a whole bunch of few things that we got to talk about out here in the street. Shout out to Prophet Made for the $3 cash app. Say salute, Unc and truckers ready for Pastor to preach. I am in here to do that. That's what's up. A few things had done. A few things popping, and the good thing about us around here, we listen. We listen to what is called words. We listen when people talk so we can be clear on what somebody had done said. Shout out to my beautiful grandparents, Ruth and Joseph, all the way from St. Louis, Missouri in the building. Say, and please hit that like button. Come on in and do that right there. Say, Willie, did you see in Florida where the volunteer was selling essential products out of the police car? Yes, I did. I have, damn it. That was in Polk County. I'm not sure if I saved it, if I downloaded it, but I'm going to have to do something good about that right there. I'm going to have to get on my goddamn job because it slipped my mind. I think I wrote it down somewhere, but I did not grab the video. Maybe I will grab the video if I have enough time today to go ahead on and do that right there. Shout out to Obadiah for the $2 cash app. Say a little something to kick it off. I appreciate that. Yes, I do. How y'all doing on Willie Williams? Thank y'all for coming in here. Please go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com, subscribe to the website, support a player from the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. Links down there in the description. I thank y'all for already looking, liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We'll try to get the likes up over 500 so we can affect the algorithm out here in these streets. We got a PayPal. The links down there in the description. We got $, Willie Williams Show. That is the cash out. If you just so happen to hit the super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if a player get that right there. If you cannot watch the midday news visual bully big word out here in the goddamn street with your eyes, you can use your ears to listen to it on the podcast on Anchor and Spotify. I appreciate that right there. And please go follow me on the IG and the Twitter at the WW Show. I ain't even much gonna hold you. The big stories that's been going on around here for yesterday is abortion rights, I guess, made it to the Supreme Court or making it to the Supreme Court. I don't even know if they done already said no more abortions against Roe versus Wade and shit like that. For those of you who may not know, that is the that is the case, the court case that made abortions legal, Roe versus Wade. And I think they I think that they done cut that shit off. I don't know. I'm just gonna listen to the video and let's see what happens.
And just hours ago, abortion rights advocates rallied in Atlanta. Hope Ford heard from many of them and picks up our team coverage live from Centennial Olympic Park, where hundreds of people showed up.
Yeah, this was one of the largest protests and marches that I've seen since the 2020 social justice movement. It took place at the same intersection of Centennial Olympic Park and Marietta Street. People marching down busy roads and by packed businesses. This time, a different topic, one that some people at this pro-choice rally believe extends beyond just access to abortion.
And shout out to Erica for becoming a member. I appreciate that right there. If anybody else like to join the channel and become a member, the link is down there in the description. I understand if you got Apple products and shit like that, but you can't do it on Apple. You got to wait till you get to your little la-la house, your player house, something like that right there. Get on their computer and join. I appreciate you. But listen, this is one of them times to where, ladies, I really want y'all to really understand. To hear females talk a lot of time the shit can be depressing. Because it's like y'all talk, but y'all don't think it through sometimes. We gonna listen. We gonna listen. Let me bag it up a smidget. We gonna listen.
Park and Marietta Street, people marching down busy roads and by packed businesses. This time, a different topic, one that some people at this pro-choice rally believe extends beyond just access to abortion.
Shout out to Vincent for the $2 cash app. Say your #1 fan is in here for all the big words I hear in here out there street. I appreciate that right there. Y'all listen.
Shut it down! The signs, the chants, the marching. A familiar sight in Atlanta as activists, supporters, frustrated people once again gather for a cause close to their hearts and bodies.
My heart dropped into my stomach, I've been assaulted and had to have an abortion, and it means a lot to me.
Ellie's story.
Let me tell y'all something. Did y'all just hear what that baby say? Damn it, we gotta cut them and break them down, damn it, as it go. We just can't let the babies just talk out here without listening to what they just had done said. Typically, watch this. Typically, when the baby typically a female will say she's been raped and had to have an abortion.
Supporters, frustrated people once again gather for a cause close to their hearts and bodies.
My heart dropped into my stomach, I've been assaulted and had to have an abortion,
I've been assaulted and had to have an abortion. That lets us know that she was not raped. She was not forcibly raped. She was not statutory raped. Women who have been raped use the word rape, not sexually assaulted. That means she had sex with somebody, got peed in, and did not want to produce the child. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? I don't know a woman on the planet who's been violated like that with the R word, but don't use the R word and start using sexually assaulted. It don't work like that. And this is what they fight for abortions to keep them legal. Listen, I support y'all to have abortions. Get rid of them little ugly ass babies. I'm with you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But
It means a lot to me.
Ellie's story was one of
it means a lot to you, so it's kind of like you saying it might happen to you again, sexually assaulted. Meaning that these babies out here getting pregnant and they use abortions for birth control. I don't mind you doing it. I say do the shit, but I'm just pointing out what they use it for.
Make more generational curses by having this baby, because I knew deep down that I wasn't capable of loving it.
She wasn't capable of loving the baby, so she know deep down that she want to cut the generational curse. What generational curse, baby? Having children that you can't afford? Is that what? She claimed to have had an abortion because she was incapable of loving the child. That's what's up.
The generational curses, and I didn't want to make more generational curses by having this baby, because I knew deep down that I wasn't capable of loving it.
That is cool. That is good. And just in my mind, you should be able to get rid of that goddamn baby. The problem is, a man can't decide, I'm not capable of loving this child, so I want to get rid of the child, or I want to have nothing to do with the child. We ain't got that option. We ain't got that option. Again, I'm with y'all with having abortions. Do your shit. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I appreciate y'all getting rid of the babies. I appreciate you non-parent. Well, hell, you will probably make a good parent because you don't think that you can love the baby. But go ahead.
But as they protest in hopes of keeping abortion rights, there's other fears.
I'm scared my right to marriage is going to be taken away.
She's scared her rights to marriage is going to be taken away, which is always a possibility. Laws can be overturned. It's always a possibility. Watch this.
They start with this, and then the next they take away queer rights. They take away, my right to get married.
She's crying. They take away your rights to get married. Do you know that you get married today, baby? If it's such a big thing, I don't know. You can like get married today. Say they can take away queer rights. All right. I guess they can, but all laws can be changed.
LGBTQ community worries of overturning Roe v. Wade could lead to overturning same-sex marriage.
So it could be overturning same-sex marriage, which is strange to me why people is so dead set on the marriage part. Do you know the same thing that you can do in marriage, the same thing you can do single? People will say, well, hell, you can't get, like if something happened to your loved ones, you can't be in the hospital. You can't do all this stuff here. If they died and you can't do this and do this, that's a lie. That's a lie. You can give someone power of attorney. You can set up all of your beneficiaries to go to your loved ones. You can write wills, so like you don't have to be married. But you under the belief that you have to. I get it. That's why I'm here.
Case that decided same-sex marriage and also the one that repealed anti-sodomy laws, both of those cases were cited in the draft that came out.
So she's saying the anti-sodomy laws was also cited in the abortion bill thing. And, as we do, we look up sodomy is oral sex. But listen, hold on, watch this. Anti-sodomy laws.
According to Wikipedia, 11 state statutes purport to ban all forms of sodomy, some including oral intercourse, regardless of the participants' genders. Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and South Carolina.
That's what they say. Sodomy is doing oral sex. Listen, and if I'm not mistaken, California has always had the sodomy law, which you can't get head. Wait, what? You can't get no oral. This is a problem.
Yesterday, that is a real fear that those rights are next.
And concern.
That's a real fear for Oh, the sodomy laws?
Married.
And the LGBTQ community worries if overturning Roe v. Wade could lead to overturning same-sex marriage.
A court case that decided same-sex marriage and also the one that repealed anti-sodomy laws, both of those cases were cited in the draft that came out yesterday. That is a real fear that those rights are next.
That's a real fear. My bad. Sodomy, the sodomy law, sexual intercourse involving anal or oral. There's already sodomy laws out here. She said an anti-sodomy law. Why is that bad? Why is that bad if they take the sodomy law away when sodomy is sexual intercourse in the anal and oral? Anal and mouth, butt and mouth. That's a real fear. What is we talk? Do you understand with or without the law people is doing butt and mouth and not being charged with it? Like, come on, man.
Concerns over access to birth control because undoing Roe v. Wade could undo the legal framework allowing access to contraception.
How?
Reversing Roe versus Wade can affect how you protect yourself from being pregnant. Really?
The Supreme Court has any right that we have to be in danger at any moment based on the people that are in a position of power currently.
Yes. And not just the rights for you and your group, it's the rights for every American that can be changed. Yeah, that's what's
The
up.
people, we're done. We're angry, we're over it, and we are just not going to take it anymore.
We're angry and we're over it. I guess over it means that you sick of something. That's what's up. But they down there arguing and shit. You know what I'm saying? They protesting. We won't go or something like that. We want to kill our babies. We want to do that right there. A lot of people may make the argument. Okay. Well, sodomy. Damn it. I say sodomy. Abortion should be legal just in case you get raped or incest. We talked about this here before. Typically, if you get raped and you do your damn due diligence, is call law enforcement, go to the hospital, get your rape kit. You know they pop you with a pill. They pop you with STD shots and or pills and abortion pills. So if they can do that from rape, why do anyone else even need abortion? Technically, if your argument is due to rape and incest. So even if it's due to incest, when that person or when you find out this person is pregnant, why don't we just limit it to incest? Only incest is the only way that you can get an abortion. Why don't we just do that? Say I have pregnant at 16 and the first cancer they send me to was a abortion lady. The first clinic or the first it's confusing right now. It's confusing. But if that's their argument, then you should only the law should state you can only get an abortion if incest. Shout out to Tom for the $5 cash. Say, F them kids. Pastor, I'm trying to tell you something. We don't care about that right there. They be arguing about the wrong shit. This chick said that she was once sexually assaulted and had to have an abortion.
Supporters, frustrated people once again gather for a cause close to their hearts and bodies.
My heart dropped into my stomach. I've been assaulted and had to have an abortion.
I've been assaulted and had to have an abortion because she could not get on national TV and lie and say that she had the rape thing done to her. Oh, she couldn't do that right there. She laid down and had sex with somebody who she don't want to have a child with, or at the time she didn't want to have a child. Say, Willie, I did not know you was giving sexual education class today. Say, I would have came prepared. I appreciate that right there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. Oh, I got pregnant at 16. The first counselor they sent me to was a abortion lady. Oh, wow. That's what's up. Get rid of that baby. Or keep it. do whatever you please. But damn, That's deep right there. You know what I'm saying?
And it means a lot to me.
Ellie's story was one of many.
Baby, just listen. If it means so much to you, baby, stop getting peed in by people that you would not want to have a child with. Is that so hard to do?
Generational curses by having this baby because I knew deep down that I wasn't capable of loving it.
Thank you, baby. I wasn't capable of loving it, and we should all have that same right of not dealing with the child in your womb because we may not be capable of loving it either. I'm just saying. Y'all play too goddamn much in these. Listen, I think that it would be a lose-lose for the men. I think it's a lose-lose for the men if they overturn Roe versus Wade. I really, really do. Because, boy, we're going to be in a world of trouble out here, goddamn. You mean to tell me everybody that we get pregnant, we going to have a baby? What is we doing out here in the great United States of America? Shout out to Vincent for the $2 cash app. Say, why men got to pay child support if we want them to abort? I'm trying to tell you, it is crazy out here in these streets. We don't have the right to walk away financially. This is a problem. And laws need to be changed. Moving right along, I'm not even much going to hold you. I think I ran that just a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She is keeping it real, and I do agree with her. My other part is, bam, I agree with you. The sad part is a man can't do it. A man can't say, I don't want that little ugly ass baby and don't be financially responsible for it. So in my mind, F them. It is what it is. If they overturn it, F them. It is what it is, because then maybe y'all will understand what men go through by not having the option. Not having the option to not be a parent. Y'all have that option. I'm sick of it. That's what's up. Moving right along. We got an update. Remember the sisters who had got shot and stuff like that right there? One died, one lived. Yeah, they the one who lived is having a conversation. Is doing an interview, and now we get to actually hear what happened, what transpired for them to both get shot. Here we go.
It all started inside of the 10
Watch this.
bowling lounge. That's where family members say Tashana Anderson caught her friend's boyfriend with another woman. Soon, that love scandal ending in tragedy.
Did y'all just hear that? One of the sisters found her boyfriend with another woman. Shout out to Thomas for the $2 cash out. Say thumbs up in your time zone midday 5. Appreciate that right there. Here we go, y'all.
Out of the 10-pin bowling lounge, that's where family members say Tashana Anderson caught her friend's boyfriend with another woman. Soon, that love scandal ending in tragedy.
She told me to tell her daughter she loved her. And after that, it just kept on, like, she was taking breath. She was trying to, breathe. And it was, like, going away.
LaShawn Anderson left barely able to walk after being shot through the thigh and watching her sister take her last breath.
I'm telling her that you can make it, you can hold on, because I know she's strong.
This would be the final picture of the sisters taken inside of the bathroom at 10 Pins in River North before Tashana went outside to meet her friend who was confronting her boyfriend.
She's saying that don't let somebody get out her car. She's going to shoot them.
And shortly after one Saturday morning, LaShawn says she witnessed the unthinkable.
She lied. He shot me.
LaShawn says she saw the man get out of the passenger side, punch her cousin to the ground before taking aim at the two sisters, both of them able to reach each other right here at this spot where LaShawn says she worked desperately to save her sister's life.
I was putting pressure on her little wound that she got so it won't bleed out no more.
But she never made it, and she says the alleged shooter drove off.
Why would you shoot my sister? for no reason. She won't argue with him or nothing.
Right.
She wasn't arguing with him or nothing. Why would you shoot my sister for no reason? Shout out to Andrea for the $5 cash out. Say for well care for your medical select quotes livings. I appreciate that right there.
She wasn't never arguing with him.
She wasn't never arguing with him.
She was taking up for her friend.
She was taking up for her friend. What does that mean?
Police say at this time, no one is in custody as Tashana's family is now left grieving her sudden loss.
I can't get the image out of my head, and I just wanted her to hold on, like, because she have a daughter, and she only one.
Shout out to T, the truest, for the $2 cash app. I appreciate that right there. She said,
you know,
they said,
and,
hold up.
Say Tashana Anderson caught her friend's boyfriend with another woman.
Her sister found her friend boyfriend with another woman, which ain't her goddamn business. I want y'all to understand that that wasn't her business.
Soon, that love scandal ending in tragedy.
she told me to tell her daughter she loved her. And after that, it just kept on, like, she was taking breath. She was trying to, breathe. And it was like going away.
LaShawn Anderson left barely able to walk after being shot through the thigh and watching her sister take her last breath.
I'm telling her that you can make it, you can hold on, because I know she's strong.
Hold on. She said, I told her, you can make it. Just hold on because I know you're strong. So is it fair to say because she didn't make it that she wasn't strong? I'm just asking. Just asking.
This would be the final picture of the sisters taken inside of the bathroom at 10 Pins in River North.
Them babies thick, ain't it? What's up?
Before Tashana went outside to meet her friend who was confronting her boyfriend.
Now to go outside to meet her friend who was confronting her boyfriend. It's kind of like they got the story messed up.
She's saying that she's yelling at somebody to get out her car. She's going to shoot them.
And shortly after...
She's yelling at somebody to get out the car, so I am guessing that the friend came out and saw her boyfriend now in the car with somebody else and told her, you better get out the car or I'm going to shoot the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't go that way.
One Saturday morning, LaShawn says she witnessed the unthinkable.
She like, he shot me.
LaShawn says she saw the man get out of the passenger side, punch her cousin to the ground.
She say punch her cousin to the ground. In the beginning, they said that she went out, that outside she saw her boyfriend with another woman. I'm confused too.
Before taking aim at the two sisters, both of them able to reach each other right here at this spot where LaShawn says she worked desperately to save her sister's life.
Sad story.
I was putting pressure on her little wound that she got so it won't bleed out no more.
But she never made it, and she says the alleged shooter drove off.
Why would you shoot my sister?
Because she wasn't minding her business. Her mouth.
No reason. She won't argue with him or nothing.
Right.
She wasn't never arguing with him. She was taking up for her friend.
So how do you take up for your friend if your friend is in a situation with her boyfriend who have another chick in the car, as y'all say? How do we take up for somebody without talking to the person that we're trying to take up for? I don't understand. I done confused the hell out of my goddamn self. What do you mean?
Police say at this time, no one is in custody as Tashana's family is now left grieving.
So she want us to believe that baby wasn't out there snapping and shit like that. I know good and well you ain't try my home girl. Nah. We gonna act like she wasn't one of them. I don't know what happened, but damn, I done been on earth long enough. You can't tell me that she was just so, come on, baby, just let it go. That ain't the way the streets work, baby, I'm sorry.
She was taking up for her friend.
Police say at this time, no one is in custody as Tashana's family is now left grieving.
No one is in custody, but they know who shot them. That's strange. They know who shot them, so y'all could have gave the police the information of who shot them. He shouldn't be hard to find unless he's on the run. He shouldn't be hard to find. And the media should have put out the person who they is looking for if he's hard to find. It's simple. I'm just saying. Moving right along, ain't even much gonna hold you because the story started. Don't make no goddamn sense. But she ain't do nothing though. She ain't do nothing though. Boy, they just tell us any damn thing. We just supposed to believe it because we is humans. This is what we supposed to believe. I don't know. Somebody had done asked me if I saw something, and because I didn't respond, I'm just gonna wait. Damn it. I just go it on to play it. Listen, y'all gotta keep people keep people wife name out your mouth.
A wild scene last night in Los Angeles.
Hold on. Shout out to Mr. Curtis for the $4.50 cash app. Say ain't no real G's left. Ladies, let it go. I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead.
Say comedian Dave Chappelle was attacked by an audience member
They
who
done
charged
jumped
the
on
stage during
Dave.
a live performance at the Hollywood Bowl. You're looking here at the aftermath video of the incident. And Chris Rock just happened to be in the house at this performance. CNN's Bryn Gingras is joining us now with details in the very latest here. Bryn.
Yeah, Brianna, Chris Rock, a bunch of other actors. This happened at the Hollywood Bowl, which is part of a Netflix comedy festival. And Chappelle was doing a set when a video shows that person ran from the crowd onto the stage during the set and basically attacked him. Now, you're looking at the aftermath when a bunch of people, including police and security, bum rushed the stage to get a hold of this person. Now, we know it doesn't look like Chappelle was injured, and video that we have been seeing circulating on social media taken shortly after the incident actually shows Chappelle right here. You can see him joking around on stage. Actor Jamie Foxx is right there next to him. It's really unclear at the moment what the motive for this person was, but what we do know, Brianna and John, is that the LAPD responded to this incident in the Hollywood Bowl around 10:45, and they say, get this, a man with reportedly a gun and a knife was taken into custody. Now, we've reached...
Which Dave Chappelle said it was a trans man.
Out to Chappelle reps, the Hollywood Bowl, and the LAPD. We're waiting to hear back, but this, of course, takes us back, Brianna, to the Oscars incident when the world saw Will Smith slap Chris Rock. Comedians immediately after that came out, like Amy Schumer, expressing concern that something like this could happen. The security needs to be better. And here we are, raising serious concerns, how this person even got into the venue with a gun and a knife, allegedly, and, of course, how they...
He allegedly had weapons and got into the spot. Say Chris Rock said, was that Will Smith? Yeah, he did. Now, that was funny. You know what I'm saying? Yep, but Will did not get arrested. He did not.
On stage, no laughing matter here, though, Brianna.
All right, Bryn, thank you so much for that report.
CNN senior entertainment reporter Lisa France joins me now with the latest. This was scary.
It's all Will Smith's fault.
The guy got to him, tackled him, had a knife, but Chappelle came back on stage. How did it all play out?
Well, it wasn't funny, but of course Chappelle made it funny. He made a joke about the incident, also joking about having to add security to his home. One of the members of the audience tells us that there were other comedians there that were supporting him, like Jon Stewart and Jamie Foxx. They rushed to his aid. And Chris Rock, the audience member told us, even grabbed the mic and said, was that Will Smith? You know, making a joke, of course, about his own incident where he was slapped at the Academy Awards. And, of course, the audience roared. But we're still waiting on Dave Chappelle to offer a formal comment.
All that shit. Shout out to Fanisa. I think I be saying that right. Fanisa. For the $1.99 super chat, say, Pastor, hey. Say, sneaking into service today. I appreciate you for being here. Listen. I wanted to show y'all the TMZ version, but TMZ like to do the copyright thing. That's why I don't put up shit that got TMZ on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they out here playing in the YouTube street. And it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it shows the man getting up out the crowd, running and tackling Dave Chappelle. Then other people, they run after him. They chase him in the back. They stomped him out. You know what I'm saying? Dave went to the back, and what it seemed like he was stomping them out too. You know what I'm saying? And he came back up and said, yeah. He getting stumped out back there. You know what I'm saying? So that was hilarious and all that fly shit right there. But
what happened. We just
all
know
Will
that
Smith
he was
fault.
not injured, and that
Allegedly.
he was able to poke fun at what had happened.
Goodness,
That was
glad you're
it.
safe. That was too close for comfort. Certainly, Lisa France, thanks so much.
Thank you.
That's what's up. To all of my comedian brothers and sisters out there, watch 283C saying yo now. You never know when you're going to get pulled up on out here in these streets. Be careful. Be careful. I'm just saying. We got to move you right along. Hold on. Yep. Yep. I didn't really want to talk about today's affair because I couldn't show the video like I wanted to show the video, and that's just makes me sad. You know, like it really don't serve a purpose because we is in a visual time now to where we have to see shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to KD for the $2 super chat. Say late, but I'm here. Pastor say keep preaching. I appreciate you being here with all the support. Remember, y'all, we're trying to get over 500 with the thumbs up. We do got a PayPal, a Cash App, and we got a super chat if you want to support a player that way. Y'all, I got to take y'all to a Popeye's Chicken to where a player done got gunned down here in these streets, and the family identifies him.
A man shot and killed outside a Popeyes restaurant in Fraser. We're updating breaking news tonight at 10. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
I'm Greg Hurst. Now the search is on for the gunman. WRG's Bria Jones joins us now live from the North Main precinct with the latest developments. Bria, what do you know?
Greg and Stephanie, tonight another Memphis family is absolutely devastated by gun violence. They tell us the victim was a high school senior. Raw emotion as a father uncontrollably rushes to this crime scene unfolding at a Popeyes on Fraser Boulevard.
It's just heartbreaking.
Memphis police say a male shooting victim was found in the parking lot and pronounced dead on the scene. Detectives haven't identified the victim, but family tells us the shooting claimed the life of 18-year-old James Yarbrough, a high school senior. Standing by with dozens of others watching as the family struggled with the tragedy, Valerie Ross says she pulled over to pray for the victim and his family.
Y'all be doing the most when y'all be saying that shit out loud. I pulled over to pray for the victim and the family. The victim is dead. I don't understand.
These guns back off the street. So the mother won't be over there about to pass out from crying because she had to bury her child before Mother's Day.
Details surrounding the shooting are limited, but we spotted more than a dozen evidence markers on the ground. A window inside Popeyes was also shattered, along with the back window of this white SUV. Ross says video of the shooting is circulating on social media.
Facebook showed everything already, even to the point that when they got out the vehicle and was running, jumping out the vehicle, him running and falling.
I do not know. I have not seen that video. Can somebody point me in the right direction for the Popeye shooting video?
And you hear the gunshots.
This election day, Ross says she's wondering who on the ballot will end the city's raging gun violence.
Everybody needs to vote. I'm not against voting. But what are you going to do to help take the crimes off the streets?
Police have yet to release any suspect information. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH. We're now reporting live in downtown Memphis. Bria Jones, WREG News, Channel 3.
They say you got to watch your back and watch your front out here in the damn street. Trying to tell you something. Shout out to CJ for the $5 cash app. Say church announcements. Hit the damn like button. I appreciate that right there, man, because it seemed like y'all don't like me today or something like that. I have no idea. Have anybody saw the video? Because that would have been a lot more interesting. Listen, people gonna die. People gonna die. Some people ain't gonna like it. Some people don't care about it. We don't pretend to care around here. Listen, we all gonna die. I understand that people be heartbroken, hurt and shit. If it happened to my folk, I'm gonna be broke down and heartbroken, and damn it, I'm gonna feel some kind of way too. I hope they had insurance. I will continue to say that. I hope that there was insurance, that there was an insurance policy so we can grieve better than what we will do without that goddamn insurance. I'm trying to help you out in your futures out here. A lot of y'all think I'm just playing. I'm for real about making your children a asset, turning them into a asset. I'm trying to help. Anyway, moving right along. Hey, boy, I don't know what he did. But it seemed like he was a target. He was a target for whatever reason. So in my mind, he did something. And again, maybe it was petty. Maybe it wasn't. It was something that transpired that got him killed. And a lot of times we like to say, his mouth. You never know. Just like we say about the babies, your mouth will get your ass killed. No matter your gender. No matter any other 10, 15, to 20 genders. Because people say that's more than 2, but go ahead. Moving right along, we got to talk about a good mama. We got a good mama out here in these streets that is accused of shooting her 2 boys. Here you go.
Here, police in Bucks County are still searching for answers into a terrible crime today. A mother who shot her 2 young sons as they lay sleeping in their beds. Authorities say the woman who is in custody tried to kill others as well.
Yes, she did.
Including herself. Tonight, the 38-year-old Newtown woman is expected to be charged with murder and attempted murder as the Bucks County community tries to understand what happened and why.
Why?
A vigil was held this evening for the young victims, ages 9 and 13. Action News reporter Annie McCormick is live in Newtown with more on the tragedy.
9/13.
And memorials still remain outside here of Newtown Middle School, where a
Say you'll smash moms, huh?
vigil was held earlier tonight. Now, both of those young boys were taken to the hospital still alive, but this afternoon, District Attorney Matt Weintraub said that they are not expected to survive,
They ain't gonna
and their
make it.
families made the difficult decisions to donate their organs.
Late in life abortions, yeah.
Newtown Middle School for 2 young boys found shot in their beds, allegedly by their mother this morning. Friends identified the victims as 13-year-old Jeffrey Teeney, who friends called JT, and 9-year-old Nelson Teeney.
She shot them boys in the bed while they was night-nighting.
Police say their mother, 38-year-old Trin Wynn, shot
She don't look no older than 16. Look at that baby. They call her 38. She look like a little boy right there, don't it?
them in the head inside their Upper Makefield Township home
Where's her titties? But go ahead.
on Timber Ridge Road. And what authorities are calling a domestic situation,
Domestic.
the mother then approached a neighbor following the shooting.
Nguyen handed him a box of photos outside the residence and asked him to give the box to her ex-husband, whom he worked with. When Melchiondo turned around and faced Nguyen, he saw Nguyen pointing a black revolver to his face.
He turned around and noticed she was pointing a black revolver to his face. That means he was not watching the 12, 3, 6, 6, and it's 9. Why? Because he felt like she was not a threat. That's our problem. We be thinking that babies is not threats out here in these streets.
Nguyen then pulled the trigger 2 times, but by the grace of God, the gun did not fire.
By the grace of God, the gun did not fire. She pulled the gun twice. She had the gun up to the man's head. The gun did not fire. We just saw them pull her out. She have an Instagram photo that they took of her, and I don't see no bruises in her face.
Melchiondo engaged Nguyen, wrapped her in a bear hug, and eventually was able to disarm her.
He wrapped her. Look at the crazy bitch face. Look.
Mother was taken.
He wrapped her. He grabbed her and bear hugged her to restrain her. This crazy bitch just had a revolver to your head and pulled the bitch twice. All you do is grab a bitch in the bear hug. Bitch. The story would have went a little different fucking around with me. I'd have called in, hey. There's a little bitty boy lady dead out here in these goddamn streets. That bitch tried to kill me. You just grab, because he probably under the belief that you don't hit a woman. That's what's up. She had a revolver and pulled the bitch twice. So she wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? She no. You just hugged the bitch. He probably wanted to hunch a bit. You know what I'm saying? You want to hug her and bring her close to you so you can feel on her, something like that right there. I'm just saying, say Willie got us rolling. Damn it, I'm just thinking. She tried to kill me. I hug a bitch. Who raised me then? I can't do that right there. Say word of the day is insurance. I hear any out there scream. Here you go.
Taken into custody a short time later at a nearby church. She was then transported to the hospital and arraigned tonight. At tonight's vigil, JT's baseball teammate said this about their friend.
He was always like the best teammate. He was always happy and bringing like smiles to people's
What's
faces.
up?
And he was always ready to play, and he was never like sad at any moment. He was like the happiest kid I knew.
And said that Nelson excelled at swimming and baseball just like his big brother.
Say Willie, he took your advice. He just grabbed her. Listen. We just grab her, baby, when we trying to separate and divide for if they fighting and shit like that right there. But not if a bitch done pull that thing to the back of your head when your back was turning, you turn around and see it, and then she pulled twice and the shit don't go off. She's supposed to have a picture on the t-shirt that weekend.
He was a good baseball player too. He had a long career ahead of him. It's such a shame.
And Rick, tonight, Wynn was arraigned on attempted murder charges. Police also believe that she may have tried to take her own life.
All right, cute. Listen. Hold up, Swola. Because do anybody want to know why? Because there's always a why. Let's go and find this one right about here. We're going to hear some reasons why this had transpired. Let go ahead on and put it up here on the screen. Here you go.
A devastated Bucks County community looking for answers tonight.
Shout out to Mr. Curtis for the $2 cash. I say I'm smacking her so hard. They say she growing some tatas. I'm trying to tell you something. That baby look like a little young boy.
They're coming together to honor two brothers who police say were shot by their own mother. Our Don Timoney was there for the emotional service.
He said that like if women killing their children is shocking out here in these streets. I have no idea what's going on.
A lot of us hide our pain in private, and we wanted to open up this space this evening so that we can grieve together.
There was no hiding their pain for their friends, 9-year-old Nelson and 13-year-old Jeffrey, at a vigil for the boys at Washington Crossing United Methodist Church. Their mother, Trin Nguyen, is accused of shooting her two sons in the head in their beds yesterday morning at their Upper Makefield Township duplex.
I think a lot of them are numb. It's just unthinkable because this is a mom that they knew because they had spent a lot of time with Jeffrey and been at his house or, being in the car with his mom. And
y'all been riding that crazy bitch. Y'all been riding around. The bitch been ordering pizza and shit. Y'all been having little sleepovers and all that type of shit. Didn't even know that bitch was a killer. Go ahead.
This does not happen.
April Franlin's son was friends with the oldest boy, Jeffrey. Meg Smith went on a ski trip with Nguyen and the boys and her son.
I mean, mom is my friend, and it was a bad situation she was dealing with, and
bad situation she was dealing with. That was my friend, though. That's what's up. Be careful who you pick. Say hashtag boy lady pick where I ain't screen.
All didn't know it was that bad. She was a kind person to our kids.
Friends say Nguyen was
y'all kids got lucky.
Being evicted from her home that she rented from her sister-in-law next door.
No.
Court records show she owed $11,000 in back rent. She was
poor monkey management. That baby owed $11,000. She was finna get evicted from her sister-in-law. Them, I think that's what she said.
That she rented from her sister-in-law next door. Court records show she owed $11,000 in back rent. She was arrested here in this church parking lot 4 hours after police say she shot her sons in what investigators believe may have been a botched murder-suicide.
We know that God's house is a place where people try to find peace, so I'm not sure what drew this woman to our property, but
Just glad that things didn't transpire or get any worse than it are.
Because she's looking for sympathy. That's why she came to the house of the Lord.
He did.
Those who gathered lighting candles for the brothers, the church trying to help comfort these young people, mothers and fathers hugging their children as the tears flowed.
Just do anything that we can to give them support and help them
You gotta ask yourself here, what did the children do?
through it, because I just don't know how they're gonna kind of overcome this. It's just horrific.
Sadly, the boys are not expected to survive. Nguyen is also charged with trying to shoot her 22-year-old nephew who lived next door, but the gun did not fire. Right now, the 38-year-old is facing attempted murder and other charges.
Why is she facing attempted murder when they're saying that the children will not make it and the children did not make it? What do you mean facing attempted murder? If she killed them. Allegedly. She probably ain't had nothing to do with it. They just put it on her. She also tried to knock off her nephew. 22, but the gun didn't work. And again, she has no bruises on her face. That baby ain't really been touched like that right now. Somebody said, yeah. The husband knew that they been crazy out here and he out there screaming, listen. A player got away, lead them churn. Fuck that, your body, your babies. Keep your babies. The children is best left with their mama. Remember, she was kind and nice and all of that good stuff. Everything was beautiful. I just don't know what happened and why. She was going through something that we just didn't know she was going through. And like everybody going through some shit that you don't know because you're not behind closed doors. I keep talking about the closed door thing. Behind these closed doors that we don't get to see. We all got that behind closed doors thing that people don't get to see. But she love her babies though. I believe that she love her babies to death. I promise you. So I guess we got to talk to the children and tell the children, watch out for the parents. Because we crazy out here, goddamn. Life is stressful. I don't know why people think like this shit is just so cute and everything is okay, because it's not okay. I'm trying to help. You ain't got to believe me. Hold up. Let me just do this little quick one here because I don't know the outcome of this, and I think this was like 2 days ago. They say Miss Juicy is sick, something like that right now. I don't know.
Women Atlanta is now hospitalized in the ICU tonight, according to a statement on Instagram. Charlene Ms. Juicy Pearson is in stable condition. Ms. Juicy's team did not specify why she is being hospitalized, but has asked for prayers. Lifetime debuted the 6th season of Little Women Atlanta in 2021, chronicling the cast members' journey as they came together with the common goal of making their mark on the Atlanta hip-hop industry.
That's what's up. Shout out to Juicy. Shout out to I Made 59 Look Good for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Tasman for the $5 super chat. Say the babies need help out here in these damn streets. I'm trying to tell you, boy, y'all is, oh Jesus. Shout out to Women's Lib. I think ever since women liberation, y'all have been doing a whole bunch of killings and shit. Listen, player, we gotta watch our backs. They can snap at any time. Be careful. Y'all, we gotta just go ahead on and get to the main event right now, man. Cause I gotta go ahead on and get on up out of here. I was gonna show you a little something else, but that's gonna stretch out a little bit too much longer. Oh, another chick done killed their baby. But I think we can do that there tomorrow or something like that. Hold up, swole up. What is this? Nope, that's too many minutes. We can't go with that right there. I am coming. What? Oh. All right, man. We can slide this one right here in. We can slide this right here in because I did not know that this right here was transpiring. But this is something that you need to look out for when you is trying to go see your loved ones, but you can't see them, but you go to see them. The place that you go to see your loved ones, but you can't see your loved ones because they're in this place? Oh, watch. I'm going to let them explain.
And right off the top here at 3:30, we begin with a crime alert.
Heartless crooks targeting unsuspecting victims at their most vulnerable moment while visiting loved ones at the cemetery. Well, this is Andrew Perez, live in North Lauderdale, with the words of warning from police. Andrew, hard to believe. Wow.
It's just horrible, but believe it or not, this actually happens way more often than you might think. We've covered stories like this before across South.
I didn't know they was robbing people at the cemeteries. I didn't even know.
Florida. This time, though, deputies say they have a good idea who this guy might be. He's caught on several different cameras on different days at big box stores. He's buying gift cards, detectives say, paid for by grieving victims visiting a cemetery in North Lauderdale last month.
That's a dangerous person. That's a dangerous person to take advantage of people when they're grieving.
Residents who live near the cemetery off Rock Island and Bailey Roads tell us car break-ins have been a plague in the area, and the cemetery is just as vulnerable. Signs are everywhere at Star of David Memorial Gardens warning visitors to take valuables.
Caution. Hold on. Caution, please remove valuables from your car and lock your vehicles. In case of an emergency, contact the cemetery office. Jesus.
I'm an Army chaplain, and so I know that people do it, and they're taking advantage of the fact that people are not being vigilant during that time.
Not being vigilant meaning not watching it 12-3-6-89 at all times. Something I've been speaking on a very long time, but go ahead.
You know, you got a lot on your mind when you're grieving.
It's happening consistently in this area.
Always have your back on your mind. Damn it, always have your antennas up. God damn it. I don't give a damn what's going on.
Last month, deputies say a black 2014 Acura was burglarized as the victim was visiting her mother's gravesite. The perp took her purse. 8 days later, another victim. 2 days after that, a third, this one targeted at a tennis center in Parkland. But deputies found this same guy going to big box stores with the victim's stolen credit cards, buying a whole bunch of gift cards worth more than $2,500.
He is robbing. He's stealing cars and shit. And then got nerve to go grocery shopping.
Pamela Matthews, who regularly visits her husband's and granddaughter's gravesite here, says she is on alert, although she shouldn't have to be.
That's heartless. You know, you're already people grieving and,
Yep.
you know.
Look at him. Playboy, they looking for you, old pimping. They trying to find you.
Why would you do something like
And they gonna whoop you, boy, when they find you, boy.
Yeah.
They gonna whoop you.
Deputies warning people in the
One of these players and you done robbed their mama them. I'm trying to tell you, boy, they gonna whoop you. They gonna put you in trunk, Playboy. Be careful. Watch your 12-3-6 and your 9. I'm trying to tell you.
to be vigilant, even at such a sensitive time when you're going to a place like a cemetery. In the meantime, we obviously got a really good look at that guy. If you can help out in any way, there is a cash reward for information leading to an arrest. You can call the number on your screen. Broward County Crime Stoppers, 954-493-TIPS, and you can remain anonymous. That's the latest here in North.
You ain't tell us about the award, so it's hard for me to help y'all find the perpetrator, find the suspect. It's hard when y'all just see. You can't just throw out it's a cash reward. You ain't telling us the price. We don't fall for that shit every time because then people gonna be complaining. Goddamn it. I'm the one who's supposed to get paid, and they ain't gave me nothing. Put a number in front of that K. We need the number in front of that K. I think that's how we do it. That's what we need out here in the goddamn screen. But listen, be vigilant. Big word out here in the goddamn screen. Watch 12-3-6 in your 9, man. Be careful, be careful, be careful. People don't care that you done lost somebody. They don't pretend to care, as we see. This why you got to pay attention. Don't nobody care that you crying and shit and you done lost your loved ones and all that other shit. Don't nobody care about that. The streets got to eat, baby. The person that you crying about dead. They ain't got not damn bill. Not now. Moving right along to the main event. I do not want to hold y'all a little bit long because I'm finna have to go ahead on and get on up out of here. I talked about this last night. I did the video of the young player, the 22-year-old who who was on house arrest. Law enforcement came to serve a warrant, and they shot him twice. Inside the house, the father, don't know why. I found a longer interview. So we're going to listen to what the father have to say, because he disputes his son having a murder warrant. Here we go.
It's the legalities. Chase had bonded out. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. From what I know about this, we had lawyers. When this whole thing started, some kid came up missing. And when this whole thing started, you know, he had known what car or whatever, but I won't go into that. But the whole thing, he went in, they put all these charges against him, but the mother and I bonded him out, Atlanta police. Detectives was thinking he knew more or whatever, so we bonded him out. He had an ankle bracelet on. When he got out, he went back and got his job back. Okay, he was inside the house. He was just with his mother this morning. We were seeing her off to drive back. I was sitting on my back deck, and the next thing I know, the house was surrounded. I was told to get off the back deck. My phone's still back there and everything. His car wasn't there, so I told him I didn't know if my son was in the house, but I can go and get him and bring him out. He paid his fine yesterday himself with his own money. We were waiting for the legal process to play itself out. And it came down so fast, he was probably scared. He was in his bedroom with an ankle bracelet on, just getting off work. And so the next thing I know, I said, I can bring him out. Let me go talk to him, I'll bring him out. And they waved me back. And then when I turned around, I heard 2 gunshots, and they killed his son.
Did your son fire at the officer?
No.
After watching this, I believe that.
I heard 2 gunshots. I don't know how those gunshots went, but I'm positive my son wouldn't have fired. He was not no street kid. I was a single father. I raised him and his brother right there. They do not know nothing about no streets. Okay.
I don't player. This is where the problem come in at. I understand that you're a single pops. You did a good job raising a child. Bam, bam, bam. I get it, but you can't tell us that they knew nothing about streets. He has a throat tattoo.
Okay, I mean, so they're about, as street savvy as Dennis the Menace.
So they by the street savvy as Dennis the Menace. So you saying that they are squares? They're not hip to the streets. But remember last night I showed y'all the video where he wears skinny jeans with the A on them. I'm going to have to pull the video up. Go ahead, Pop.
So I'm just shocked.
Was this a murder warrant they were looking for?
Yeah, they say it was homicide, but they had went down there, and Chase didn't have anything to do with that. They got cameras. We got the entire transcript of everything of when the detectives were doing everything.
It doesn't case murder.
No.
You didn't bond it on murder?
No, because you can't get no bond out on murder charges. You can't. Oh.
So you can.
Well, the first thing what I'm thinking right now, first of all, I'm shell-shocked that I don't have my son. But the thing I'm thinking to myself, why was it, first of all, he turned himself in voluntarily the first time. So why couldn't you call and ask for him to voluntarily turn himself in is the first thing.
That's a good point. That's a real good point. He turned himself in the first time. Why y'all couldn't notify him that he needed to turn himself in again? That's a great point. This is the photo that the daddy gave law enforcement, gave the media. His son rapping. I say with his hands like this right here, that is imitating or assimilating or one of them big words I hear in the goddamn screen of a firearm. So then for you to say that he did not, like, they were squares. They was L7s out here. According to what we see, Pops, that ain't true.
The second thing is, this is South Fulton County. Why did Atlanta police shoot my son?
Why yeah. A whole different police department shot your son. That's another question. If I'm not mistaken, is this not a throat tattoo? Is this not a throat tattoo on his neck? I could be wrong, but it looks like a throat tattoo. According to the photo, it looked like a throat tattoo. Maybe the photo dirty. I have no idea. That looked like a tattoo on his neck. You can't then tell me your son got wicks. You can't tell me that they have no idea about street life. You can't do it, Pops.
It's South Fulton County. So maybe they got a jurisdiction or whatever. The third thing is what happened to the SWAT team? What happened to all of the procedures that police have in place in order to prevent somebody that's inside of their house with an ankle bracelet on in their bedroom, a 22-year-old kid.
Don't do the kid
that's
thing,
already
though.
Scared.
We spoke on it last night. Don't say the 22-year-old kid because he's not a child. But I do understand that's your son. I get it. I understand all you calling your grown children kids. I get it, but then it seems like at some point, if you believe, no matter how old your child is, that they are still a kid or a child to you, then you will never respect them as an adult. Just in my mind. Just in my mind.
Because detectives he's told them everything he knows. I mean, they were hounding us. And then it has to be another procedure than to come and scare the hell out of everybody.
I can believe that.
Without no call,
I'm in agreement.
Nothing, when we're following the legal system.
Yeah, that is a problem when they're following everything when they complying with the legal system. Comply. If you're doing that and this type of shit, it transpire, that's a problem and you need a lawsuit.
We're following the legal system.
Yep.
We're paying until we go to court. We got lawyers, hired lawyers.
And they got 2 hired lawyers. They got some paper now. He was sitting on his deck and he be golfing and shit. Yeah. Boy, y'all need to get your suit on.
Detectives can talk to them.
So what were the charges?
Well, it's nothing about it. So what they did was they said that he was a rapper, Chase was, and which kid ain't.
You say which kid ain't? There's a lot of kids that's not rappers, but I kind of understand them, especially if you're talking about doggy kids. It don't mean that they trying to make records, but as far as rapping, because they listen to rap music, so they will imitate, or is it emulate? They imitate what they see. Especially having peers and stuff like that. So in the sense, I guess you can kind of say what kid is not a rapper because we think that we be rapping or singing because we be singing in the shower and shit like that. So we can kind of say, well, what kid don't think that they're a singer? We can say the same thing about singing and or rapping. So I'm feeling him on that right there. But they say he's a rapper. According to the picture that you gave him, Pops, he looked like a rapper who shoot videos, Pops.
So what were the charges?
Well, it's nothing about it. So what they did was they said that he was a rapper, Chase was, and which kid ain't. But what they did...
Rapper, dead at 22. Yep.
Systematically was trying to affiliate him with every gang in Atlanta.
I can believe that. Especially by watching a lot of these dudes shoot videos and shit like that right there. The things that you say in your music, your hand gestures and everything, they is going to link you or lump you in with gang affiliation. That's what you young boys need to pay attention to. You will get lumped in with some type of affiliation of a gang according to how you moving your fingers and the stuff that you talk about. So watch your mouth and watch your behavior. Watch your activities. Watch your movement. You trying to be hard and shit. At the same time that you trying to be hard and shit, law enforcement is building a case on your ass because you trying to be hard.
Put those charges, just like even lawyers was like, I've never even seen that charge before. They had nothing showing him in any.
What charges?
I mean, I have to. Mommy.
What's your son's
She
last
don't
name?
Chase McDermott. Yeah.
What was he in there originally for when you said he has money?
Yeah, so they.
What were those charges?
Well, I'm trying to remember one where they said one was obstruction, which I couldn't never get what he obstructed. One was obstruction. One was something about being affiliated with a gang for personal gain, or it was something that.
Just off your gestures, just off the clothes you wear, that however you acting out here in these streets and law enforcement see it, they will lump your ass in. That's why, hey, we can tell the youth, listen, this will get you messed up out here in these streets. Now, whether they follow your instructions and or your directions, that's on their head. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you give them the game, you got to give them the game. Tell them how this shit go out in the real world.
Lawyers hadn't even heard of. All of it was like, it's gang related. So then, once we bonded him out, we bonded him out, and he was with his lawyers, and homicide came to the house the next day when I was on the golf course. And I was like, well, what are you guys doing at my house? I mean, you know he has lawyers. You know you all this. Why are you just showing up at the house?
Good point.
And at that point, the detective sent me a picture of his business card. And then I passed that to the lawyer. Didn't hear anything else until today. And today they just swarmed the house. No, nothing. I was sitting on my back deck in my robe.
Did they scream at police when they went into the bedroom?
No, I didn't hear anything until they were all the way surrounded around the house, and they were telling me to come off of my back deck. I don't have my cell phone because I came up, and that's when we got to the front of the house, and I was telling them, let me talk to them. You scared the hell out of them, and at that point, I heard 2 gunshots, and they killed my son.
You said he should still be here?
Yes, he should still be here because...
Did that little dumbass reporter just ask his daddy, are you saying that he should still be here? I'll slap shit out of him. Listen to this dumb shit. Listen, watch.
And that's when we got to the front of the house, and I was telling them, let me talk to him. You scared the hell out of him. And at that point, I heard 2 gunshots, and they killed my son.
You said he should still be here?
Yes.
You saying he should still be here? Boy, they would have just charged me right there. You don't ask me no dumb shit like that, and they just done killed my damn child. What is you talking about? So are you saying that your child should still be alive? All right, pimp.
He should still be here because he was not doing anything. He got his job back the day after. He's been going to work. He had an ankle bracelet on. He's been living in that house since 2009 with me. He's at home where he's grown up in this whole neighborhood. What is he doing but following and complying with the legal process?
The whole problem, the problem that I kind of see is that there is a disconnect between the son and the father, which typically there's a disconnect between our children and us parents. We really don't be knowing what the hell be going on outside of the things that we may see. Good thing he got his job back. He was able to go to work and all that fly stuff right there. Cool. I promise you, the friends that he deal with, friends he's been around, because believe in me, he has friends. The old boy might not even know that he have friends. The old boy don't know some of the things that have been done out in the streets. See, because a lot of times we can think that our children is at work. Sometimes they are at work. You don't know his co-workers. You don't know who's sliding up there at the job. You don't know if he leaving work early. You know what I'm saying? So it's things that we don't know about our children, and we speak a certain way. Damn it, we kind of speak like we know what's going on. When a lot of times, y'all, we don't, and that's what hurts us even more because we don't know.
What is he doing? Nothing but complying with the legal process. I don't know what would warrant him getting shot, and I'm on the lower level of the house. I'm his father. I'm at home.
I can believe you.
The house is full of people. Nobody's, and my son's dead.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Harold McDonald.
I'm a son,
Was he
Dan.
holding a gun? Was he holding a gun at the time the cops came in?
I do not know that.
Listen, that's why I say I believe him. He was just asked a question. Was your son holding a gun at the time law enforcement went in? Watch this, watch this. That daddy say, I don't know that. The average parent, especially a mama, would have said no. And off rip, she would have been lying if she was not in the house to see what transpired. He told the truth when he could have played that game of my son didn't have a gun and all that shit in his hand when they went in there.
Nobody's,
He told the truth.
My son's dead.
Watch this.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Harold McDonald.
Was he holding a gun? Was he holding a gun at the time the cops came in?
I do not know that. But it was he was a licensed gun holder.
He was a concealed weapon holder.
I did not like that gun, but at the same time he had a right to have it.
That's right.
But as part of his probation, he was not supposed to have one.
That's right.
Or affiliate with anything. So we took the gun.
So they took the gun that he had done purchased that was his. They took the gun away from him.
We made sure that the gun was gone out of the house.
Okay.
2 months ago. Now, I don't think that no gun was in the house. But
He said, I don't think, meaning I don't know. I'm not saying that it was. I'm not saying that it wasn't. Do y'all know his son just got shot? When he did the interview, like, this was just happening. And he still stayed logical. I don't know.
then at that particular point right now, I don't know.
I don't know.
The pain you must be feeling in your family. I mean, aside from all the other details and the pain of losing the sons.
Say, hush, Pops, you losing your case, sir.
I turned around and heard those two gunshots, and I really, something just went out of me. But I got my son and his mother's here, and some more family members, and I've had him since he was 2 years old. He was a good kid, and I haven't processed it yet because I'm trying to hold it together because I'm traumatized is what I am. I mean, that was my little buddy. I mean, he was just a good kid trying to, I can't even really see him pointing no gun at no police, to be honest with you. I mean, they startled me, they startled him, and they shot him. Thank you, sir.
Say, I don't believe that my son would have pointed a gun at law enforcement. I can believe a statement like that because just in my opinion, I think the majority of young players would not point a gun at law enforcement. I think the majority would not. You know what I'm saying? You say Pops is messing up his case. Listen, but like somebody else say, Pops don't care nothing about no case. He want his son back. Listen. If they did not have a warrant, he got a case. If he did not have a firearm, they got a case. If they at the wrong house, they got a case. If the wrong department came instead of the right department, he got a case. If they did not introduce themselves when they walked in the house, they got a case. Shout out to LaTanya for the $1 cash out. Say, I can't keep my eyes off your hands. I appreciate that right now. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen. There's so many things that he will win the case. Hell, come on now. It's still the social media, the social justice time, the woke period. You know what I'm saying? So whenever law enforcement knock off a dog of you player, that's a case in itself. You know what I'm saying? And especially if he didn't have any bad priors and all this shit right here. If he graduated and stuff, you know what I'm saying. But if they get a hold of his music, you got to be careful out here, man. It's a sad thing, you know. It's sad when people die, I guess, you know. Because we really care once it hit us, and rightfully so. This is why I say I don't pretend to care, because we typically don't care unless it hits us. Because we can hear about a tragic moment and shit like that, and then we go back to our life. That shit did not stop us. It did not break us down. It did not make us weep. And you know, when that shit hits you, it hits you and your family. You tend to break down. You tend to not do what you was fin to do before you heard the news. This is why I say I don't pretend to care. But it doesn't matter if I care or if you care or not. It just matters if the people who love that person cares. I guess I'm trying to sound smart. Some shit like that. Say, where's the civil rights leaders? They're on another case right now. You know what I'm saying? Say, talk to this young man. Talk to us. We're going to continue to die. Do not get it twisted. No matter how the youth get raised, no matter how the kids get raised, because we can either grow up good or we can grow up bad. Well, our decisions. We can make good decisions, we can make bad decisions. The majority of us, we will make, the majority of our decisions will be bad decisions. Throughout our life, the majority will be bad decisions. Some decisions don't have repercussions. Some decisions do. Some decisions you can get away with without getting a scab or a scar. You know what I'm saying? But we got to stop acting like we know our kids like that. We really do, because we hurt ourselves. We hurt our own feelings. And then while we're saying what our child won't do or what our child didn't do, and then when people show you evidence of what your child did do that you said that your child wouldn't do, now you look real bad. Your family looks really, really bad. Because you assured us, this is impossible. My child would never do. Shout out to Todd for the $3 cash out. Say the midday news is the best keeping us informed. I'm trying. We got to talk to the youths. I know. We be talking to the youths. We need more daddies. Okay. Daddies be talking to the youths. I get it. We got a lot of single mamas. Cool. Single mamas be talking to the youths. Everybody talks to the children. We all know children grow up and go their own way. Whether we like it or not. Whether they follow our instructions or not, they still go their own way. Whether you have a mama, whether you have a daddy, a adult had done told you, a lot of times the right way to go. Not all the time, just a lot of times the right way to go. But we choose our own destiny, which we have the right to do that. We have choices. Just remember, your choices can have damaging consequences to your life. You can leave Earth when you don't want to leave Earth. You know, by mistake, on purpose. You have no idea where your life going to take you. Make sure you always watch a 12, 3, 6, and 9 at all times. Don't put shit past nobody, not even yourself. Pay attention to other people's trials and tribulations to where you do not have to go down the same road that somebody else went down. All we have to do is pay attention. It can save our lives out here. Pay attention. It can save our lives out here. But if you just want to leave Earth, follow your own understanding. Make all the choices that you want to make without even thinking. Just make sure it get recorded so we'll be able to learn from you. Be our teacher. Teach all of us through the decisions that you make in your own life. Teach us. And the only way, well, the majority of the time, the only way to teach us is for us to see what you done did. Say, love your nephew, Louisiana, Kentucky. Derby is in the house. Jay, YouTube chat room. Say, I'm out, auntie. I appreciate that right there. Say, Willie, you should call this part of the show Willie's Thoughts. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? The 843 is in the building. I appreciate y'all for joining the play up. We've made it to the end of the midday news. I hope I was able to give y'all something that can take you through the day. Some things that you can think about out here in the street. This is something that I do around here and something that I enjoy doing. And we will continue to do this because a lot of things that need to be said and a lot of things needs to be heard. We was all raised different depending on our ages. The things that we was taught does not work nowadays. Some of the old teachings, it don't work now. There's some new teachings that's out here. And we need to always challenge the things that we was taught 30, 40 years ago. Because we're now 30, 40 years in the future. And things have changed. So watch 23-6-9 at all times, y'all. I'm finna go ahead on and get on up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Please remember to go around to the website, thewilliewilliamsshow.com. Subscribe to the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, The Willie Williams Show. Thank y'all for looking, sharing, and liking. Thank y'all for the PayPal, the Cash App, the Super Chat. If you cannot watch the midday news show that we say around here, you can listen to it through the podcast on Anchor and Spotify. Just please remember, follow me at IG and Twitter at the WW Show. I see y'all at 8 o'clock for the nightly news show. I'm out of here. Y'all be safe now.